My name is Abe. I was Employee of the Year. Now I'm dead meat.
Pull a gun on me again and dead meat.
Dead meat! You might actually beat me. You really think so? Hell no! You're dead meat.
Welcome to episode 1 of What We Play in the Shadows, your horror game save haven. I am Zoran Gavoyich. This is...
I'm Gina DeVivo. Hello, Zoran.
Hi. We are the hosts of this glorious podcast all about horror gaming. Mm-hmm. And we are joined by the original Dead Meat podcast host to pass the baton to us.
Yes. Hi, I'm Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea.
It'd be so crazy if... I mean, maybe there's some of you that don't know me and you're just watching this. This
That's
is your
true.
first
That would be
exposure
very
to
weird.
Dead Meat. It could. I mean, who knows?
We had a Polygon.
That's
we had
true.
a Polygon article.
That's true.
Maybe someone just was like, I'll check it out.
Yeah. So, hi. I host the Dead Meat podcast, and I normally sit on that side. So this is really exciting because you all get to see the other side of my face for the first time in almost 10 years.
That's why we did this. It's the exclusive, the other side of Chelsea's face. But since this is our first episode, just a little about ourselves. If you are just tuning in, not familiar with Dead Meat or anything, I am the third face of Dead Meat, mostly known for being the first to host the kill count aside from James A. Janice. I did that with all the Tremors films, which you can see I have one mounted on my wall here, of course. And I started doing video game kill counts in 2025, and now we have a full channel dedicated to all things horror gaming, Dead Meat Games. And we have the podcast now, What We Play in the Shadows, and my wonderful co-host, Gina DeVivo. And I will say, if you've watched any Dead Meat stuff, you may know her as the creator of Puppet James. As well as many outfits for me, graboids for sets, egg. There's an egg up there that she made for me. Brilliant.
Pretty much if you had a prop in a kill count,
I was
I
just
got
like,
a text.
Gina, please make this thing.
And I've also been your Jill Valentine for an episode.
That's right. The Jill Sandwich
Jill
fake
Sandwich.
ad where you were seducing my wife.
How does that sound to you? How much meat do you love stuffed in your sandwich?
I'm so happy we're happy now.
I'm happy we're all happy now. But you're also in the gaming community as well.
I am.
So.
I play professional RPGs, so Dungeons and Dragons, pretty much anything under the sun, Pathfinder, all of it. I love it. I've been in this world for a long time, but that's mainly my world. So I'm joining this world, having been a long time watcher and fan of Dead Meat and the Killed Counts, and that being one of the main sort of avenues for me discovering my love for horror movies and the behind the scenes and the special effects and hearing all the lore and all of that was right up my alley. So now I'm very excited
You're here.
to be
You're
diving
here now.
into horror video games.
Yes.
Which is also brand new for me. I've played a
Yes.
couple in my lifetime, but always kind of as a couch observer while someone else controlled, which I guess is still what we're doing now, Zoran.
But of course, we've also been friends for many years. And I'm just happy to have you here.
Thanks. You
You're
didn't even
just
have to
fun.
kidnap me this
I
time.
didn't have to
agreed of my own
kidnap
free
you.
will.
Yeah, normally friendships, there's a little kidnapping involved. We've all been there.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we figured out what to fucking do with this other channel. Because it was just so...
Nebulous.
Yeah, nebulous.
Like,
and I
things
think
that aren't the kill count.
I think that's why it never really worked for us. And now we finally have a very strict definition of what lives here.
Yep.
And I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited too because you're a gamer as well. You have so much. You've done lots of fun live streams and played all kinds of games.
Yeah, I'm excited to do more like live streaming and stuff.
We'll figure out ways of getting non-horror things maybe snuck in
That's
there.
the thing is,
as
I
well.
never
That's-
play horror games because I'm too fucking scared of them. Like, I'm scared of them.
That's why I
what
love
I'm
it, and
waiting
that's why I started doing this, is because horror games scare me.
Yes.
Movies do not scare me
Same.
anymore. Horror scares me in the games, and I
Interesting.
want that
Ooh.
rush again. I want it.
Oh,
Missed
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So.
like moving on to harder drugs kind of thing.
Well, the drugs don't work anymore.
Yeah, you have to make
Come
the
on.
decisions now. You have to go into the dark room.
I go into the dark room. That's my fault. I'm whatever the filmmaker decided. I don't care.
Yeah, I streamed, what was it? I streamed the Silent Hill remake, and I was sweating the entire time. But it was fun, but I was miserable.
Oh yeah, no, I am the exact same way. I was that way, I think, with Dead Space, and that was also stress from having to count bodies in flesh walls. That I'm like, I have to kill count this, and there's skulls in the walls. Oh, why did I make this rule?
Does that not count as skeleton?
No, I have different rules than James. You know what? We're getting off topic here
Sorry.
today.
So why are we dressed like this today then?
That's true. Today, we are doing something called Make It Scary. We are going to take a non-horror video game, and we are going to try, and by the end of it, have a pitch for a horror version of that game. And we are starting out big with Pokemon.
Yeah.
So therefore, I am fully Ash Ketchum'd out, and we've got a trainer over here, and we have
Ditto.
a full Ditto.
Yeah, I got all Ditto. I love Ditto. I did not have to buy a single thing for this episode either. I already owned all of this.
Incredible.
I think most of this I didn't even buy for myself. These were gifts because people just know that I love Ditto. James got me this sweater for my birthday. These earrings were gifted by a friend. The slippers and the socks are Ditto too.
Oh my God.
Were gifted from friends.
We do like to be cozy
That's
here
nice.
on set and we have little slippers.
Yeah.
And just stay nice here. And what I've dubbed is my safe haven.
Yeah.
I love this place.
You know what? I'll send you video too. My side of the office, it's like a Where's Waldo kind of. If you look, there's Ditto everywhere.
Oh, I love it.
So good.
Yeah.
Zoran and I's Gengar onesies did not
They
arrive.
did not arrive.
Today.
We were going to wear matching Gengar
We would have
onesies.
been so purple.
It would have
know.
been the most purple, but we got
great.
this. I got to
Now
just
I'm
point out
just a
though,
stinky human.
they definitely did not know how to sew this. They sewed the inside.
Glove-
These
you-
are not inside out.
You
How to sew
picked
what,
a very
Zoran?
hard thing.
These gloves.
Gloves
For-
are very difficult to sew.
Yes, but there are audio listeners, Zoran.
Yeah,
For the
you're
audio
right.
listeners, what are you
The,
saying?
all
are
the
audio listeners.
surging,
The gloves.
the serger
the
edges are on
trainer
the
gloves.
outside.
Gloves are one of the hardest things to sew.
Well, I'm sorry to throw shade on my Amazon purchase of these gloves. All right, so let's start out by doing a little backstory. What was everyone's first Pokemon experience? What was the first thing that you played Pokemon-wise?
Okay, that I played.
Or even experience. You could have
Experience,
been,
'cause
if
I've
you
got
started
an
with the TV
experience.
show, did you start, like, how did you first
Oh.
learn a Pokemon? What's your first, like, Pokemon memory?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I learned about it. I feel like I just remember it suddenly existing because it was just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first thing that I ever physically had of it was someone at school gave me an Arcanine card. And I loved it so dearly. It's the only Pokemon card I've ever had. I never bought the cards or anything.
Aw.
And I feel like there's no way I would ever be able to find it. I'm sure it just got so tattered and
Oh.
shredded up. But I cherished my one Pokemon
You just
card.
hug your little Pokemon. You sleep with the
so
Pokemon
nice.
card.
Yeah.
Little Arcanine.
I loved
Aw.
Arcanine just because that was my first Pokemon.
That's sweet.
And my first game I ever got, because I had a Game Boy Color, and I played Pokemon Pinball.
Oh, was that the one that had, like, the
Fun.
Rumble pack
Yep,
on
it had the Rumble pack.
Yep, that was
Fun.
very cool.
And
Oh,
I said I had before we started recording, I think you were getting water.
Yeah.
I mentioned that I had a Pokemon confession.
Yes, you did. I've been waiting.
Okay.
We finally started recording, and I get to know the lead up.
This is my Pokemon confession. I've never played a mainline game before.
What?
I played
Thank goodness.
Just spin-offs? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I played
I mean, there's a lot.
I played Let's Go Eevee, which is
Okay.
basically a
Yeah.
remake of the
Remake
first
of the
one.
original. Did you have the little Pokeball controller
Yeah.
that you could, like,
Oh wait, no, I
throw?
have played a mainline game. I played the janky one that came out a few years ago where it was super glitchy. Was it Scarlet?
Was it Scarlet? No.
the one where you can like ride around on a Pokemon like it's a motorcycle?
Oh, crap. I think that is Scarlet.
I think that is Scarlet.
Yeah,
James
I
and
think
I
so.
lied.
It was like-
James and I did play that one because
Mm.
we saw all the videos of it glitching out online, and we were like, "Well, we need to play this."
We need to play the
Yeah.
glitchiest version of the game.
It is Pokemon Scarlet.
rewarding
Right.
their bad behavior. But no, I never played the actual games growing up. Like I just, for some reason, just never did the main line. I would play all the weird...
Did you play Snap?
Yeah, I played
Yeah.
Snap before, and I liked the show. Just all the stuff orbiting the games themselves I was into.
Great.
I feel like I learned how the games themselves work mostly by watching... Do you remember Twitch Plays Pokemon?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys. Okay.
Ben knows it.
Chelsea, go off.
Okay.
There you
yeah.
go. Oh,
you
wow.
guys.
Oh, by the
Okay.
way, that is Ben Bellevue, our producer,
Ben!
who is
Behind
here
the
as
curtain.
well.
Okay, you two have something
Okay.
very fun to
Great.
look into after this recording is over. This was like in 2014-ish. There was a Twitch stream that was set up where a game of Pokemon was being played. It was just like automated, and it was being controlled by Twitch chat. So basically Twitch chat would put in commands.
Wait, I remember that now.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
And that's what the character would do.
Wow.
And it snowballed so quickly, and it started its own like meme subculture, and it took, I forget how long, but like adjusting the system by which the chat controlled the character. They had to implement like a voting system, and then there became like political parties because some people wanted it to be this kind of voting system and other people wanted it to be this kind of... There's a whole lore. It's awesome.
Is there a political system of the left versus the right of which direction to go?
Yes, pretty much.
Whoa.
It's fantastic. The game eventually was completed. They
actually
yes,
completed,
they played the
beat the
entire
boss.
game.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Look into it.
Okay.
There are videos on YouTube recapping it, and it is so fucking funny and awesome. And it's one of those things where, like, if I feel like, fuck, man, everything is just so bleak and terrible, I sometimes think about that.
Aw.
Because it is such a cool, weird thing that people, like, got together and did this seemingly impossible thing because
Yeah.
it's so chaotic, and they did it. They finished this
They finished
game.
a game
Wow.
as a community.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Gina, what was your first Pokemon?
So my first Pokemon experience was similar in that, like, I don't remember discovering Pokemon. I just sort of remember suddenly Pokemon was everywhere,
Okay.
and I always knew about it.
Mhm.
Cards.
Okay.
Trading on the school bus, being passed cards and trying to figure out which ones were the prettiest. I was always very in love with Ninetales and like Vulpix and just any of the really beautiful cards, and also trying to hunt for any special cards because that was the most fun for me. I wanted to open packs and just find pretty cards. Didn't need to play the game. I know friends now that play
That's so-
still.
that's
like,
so
play
real.
the trading card game.
Like the pretty cards?
Pretty cards.
Yes.
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
And one of those cards, and for a long time, I didn't know if it was real because I was having trouble finding it. But I had been given, when a next door neighbor boy found out that I liked Pokemon, he gave me a bunch of his Pokemon. And
That's a courting ritual. Yeah. that's-
beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. And one of them was a clear Charizard. And
Like clear, like see-through?
Like it was a transparent Charizard.
Wait, was Charizard
Charizard
the character was transparent, or the
No,
card
It was
was
like an
transparent?
animation cell,
The
kind
card
of. Like,
was, yeah, it looked like a cell.
yeah, like a drawing
Oh.
on a
He was in
Wow.
full color, but there were elements that were sort of see-through.
Oh.
And I thought that was the coolest thing.
Is it real?
I think I've found it a handful of times. I can see
I'm
Ben
looking at it,
Googling
yeah.
it.
Thank
Ben
you,
is
Ben.
Googling.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like, look how cool that is.
It's
Oh,
worth
that's cool.
Google it.
$8 million, Gina.
I know, truly. The saddest part is, you know, we watched the movie, we watched the TV show, but that boy, I did not kiss that boy.
Let's all be
And
clear.
let's-
Gina is stating this right now. She did not kiss
I did
that
not
boy.
kiss that boy. And because of that action, he stole all of the Pokemon cards back.
No.
And so I lost that see-through Charizard. To be fair, he gave it to me, but not with some expectations
Yeah.
of
You
a
don't take it.
elementary
No,
school
no.
kiss.
This is
Oh
not.
How
my god.
dare. But yeah, stole all his back and stole mine, and I haven't been able to look at a Pokemon since.
So
no,
sorry.
no,
No, Pokemon
no. I still
card.
play it quite a lot.
You still do?
But,
Okay.
yeah, I still play Pokopia and Snap, and have played several.
So game-wise,
other...
you're still more of the spin-offs, or have you played the mainline games?
I've played some main lines for sure. I can't guarantee I finished them because I did.
I think that's a lot of Pokemon. I've started a lot of them,
There's
and
a
then it
hard to
goes.
finish.
They're hard to
I feel
finish.
like-
They're hard to keep momentum in.
Mhm.
For what I need from games to stay stimulated. It's always a nice cozy beginning.
You eventually
Yeah.
get into the repetition, and you get the team that you like. That works, and then
Dude,
Uh-oh.
we were
Yeah.
playing Let's Go Eevee, and I had never played a mainline game, so James is explaining a lot of the game as we're playing, and we get to one of the legendary Pokemon, one of the birds, right?
Mhm.
And I did not know that you get one shot. At
oh
catching
yeah, if you mess, they're gone.
And
Forever?
I do, yeah.
Oh,
you,
yeah, they-
you only get one chance, and I
Yeah.
didn't fucking know this because the whole game that's not the case. And I do something before James can even say anything, and that bird is fucking out of there. And James is like, "Oh yeah, that's well, we can't get it now." And then the mood was just so bad that we just stopped playing.
after was it
Yeah.
Zapdos? Like, oh, you lost.
The air just left the room, and it was like, "Oh, well, we
Well, I guess we're
That-
done now.
That's a rite of
we
passage,
can't fill
though.
the Pokedex, so."
One
It's
day
just-
you'll get your legendary
It's
Pokemon.
just gonna feel
Wow.
weird now. We're just gonna have one missing. So
I feel like everyone's first experience playing Pokemon is having that experience of like we all learned it from one of them.
I will say my first experience was Pokemon Blue, the original 1996 Game Boy game. I played that Game Boy game, and I played the full thing. I did beat it. I did fully beat it, and it was blue.
what's the difference in the colors?
It's different
Different
Pokemon
starter
per.
Pokemon,
No, it's
right?
the same starter Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
But it's different Pokemon are in there. There are
In the
some
world.
that have more rarity than others, and other ones. Again, that's why they want you to collect them all by buying both of them, and then you'd have the cord that you would.
You hook up your
and you'd be able to trade back and forth. So if someone had something, you could get this one, and you
Right.
could only have some would evolve if you traded them, and they wouldn't evolve if you couldn't trade them. So I
Later
did
games
that.
also had story differences sometimes where like I think I want to say Ruby and Sapphire had a difference where it's like the bad guy gang and the ally gang switches based on which
Oh,
you're
that's
playing,
fun.
where it's like Team Magma and Team I don't know, something else. And if you're playing I think Ruby, Team Magma's the bad guys. And if you're playing Sapphire, Team Magma's your allies. And the other one, Team Aqua maybe, is the bad guys.
I played the Pokemon Blue, played through that, and then watched the cartoon when I probably shouldn't have been watching the cartoon, but I went and saw the Pokemon movie and everything as well. I remember one of them had Weird Al, did a Pokemon song, and that's how you get me to see a movie. Is if Weird Al's doing a song for it, I'm on board.
Sure.
I'm on board. And so I kept up and played Ruby, and I played some of Sword and I think XY, but I don't think I've finished any of them except Let's Go Pikachu. I did get Let's Go Pikachu.
Oh, you got Pikachu.
Because I had the little ball, and I did Pokemon Go for a while, because I think you also
Yes.
Yeah.
we all
Yep.
did Pokemon
I mean,
Go.
that was
Oh, yeah,
a
I had all the
blissful summer.
accessories.
That was
It was beautiful.
man, going to La Brea Tar Pits Park and things, and just being like, oh, seeing people
Yeah.
walking around and being, I know what that person's doing right now.
Yeah,
They're
no.
capturing a Pokemon. It was so weird. It was a brilliant way to get people outside,
Yep.
but then you would just
Big event
see
days,
the
and you'd see
clusters of.
the hordes of people and be like, there must be something big over there. There
Yeah,
must be
go,
a gym
go, go.
battle. Go,
Yeah.
go, 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 go.
I was excited. I went to it was Borneo with for a family trip, and there were so many weird Pokemon there.
Yeah.
Just
I
right
bet.
outside
Yeah.
the hotel.
We
so
were
we're
wondering-
all going on the
Yeah.
hotel and like, I've never seen anything. I'm gonna have all these. Oh god.
Yeah, I was
there's a
wandering
tentacle out
around
there.
Prague trying to find a Pokemon that was only there.
Only in
and just-
Prague.
Oh, it was awesome.
What a cool, like that summer was such a cool, like, I don't know, like nothing will ever replicate that. And that makes me really sad.
Yeah.
Just so many people were outside, and it just felt like talking to people that I know lived around where I live that I've never seen before. And it was so cool. It was, that was so fun.
So then my question then is, I mean, I guess we know right now, what is your favorite Pokemon? We know that one.
Yes.
I think you could just present yourself.
Yeah, probably Vaporeon.
Vaporeon? Yeah, there you go. I think
Yeah,
we
no.
put Vaporeon on there.
No,
Interesting.
I love Ditto. Ditto is so cute. And it's weird because Ditto wasn't even one of my favorites when I was little.
Mhm.
But as I've gotten older, I just became so drawn to the purple blob. And just this Pokemon that, like, tries its best and isn't perfect at anything it does, but it's really good at stuff still, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I love. And that they do that so well, or like they use that so well in Pokopia too.
Yes.
And I love that Ditto gets a starring role, and so many people are appreciating Ditto now.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I heard about Pokopia at the beginning, I was told, like, you're going to love who you get to play as. And I was like, is it not a human?
I don't want to be a random human.
No, I was like, do I get to play as a Pokemon? And they were like, sort of. And it was like, is it a Ditto? And I was very excited.
Yes. I'll just send you a picture. I think it was Comic-Con might have been 2019. I went as a Ditto specific Pokemon trainer. And I had this Ditto plushie with me. I don't know. There's something about the stupid little face.
It's a good blob.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Zoran?
My
your
favorite. This was actually a really tough question because there's so many wonderful designs.
Yeah.
That's what's great about Pokemon. There's so
Yeah.
many that you then develop an attachment to, whether they're actually good on your team or if they're just really cute and keep them around for things. I remember in the show, I loved Psyduck, mainly because he would just go, Psy, 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 Psy. And he had a headache, and he had special powers because he had a headache, and he was this cute little duck.
Yeah.
But I have a big attachment to Charmander because that was my first Pokemon that I picked. Even though I had Blue, I really wanted the fire Pokemon to get him to Charizard, and I love Charizard, big dragon, fire breathing.
I wish I still had that
So
card
cool.
for you, man.
I know. I was like, oh, you get the Charizard card, man.
No.
I'd love to have the Charizard card.
Gone forever.
I love me some Charizard.
It's
And
funny when Zoran invited you to be the co-host. He was like, by having Gina on this, she'll give me the Charizard
Eventually.
card. So this is kind of real depressing for him. I think.
Charizard
stuck
was one
with
of
me
my
now.
favorites too as a kid.
We'll see.
He's
We'll see
cool.
who's
So
around.
Cool.
In,
It's a big ass dragon.
we'll see if she's still around in the next episode. But yeah, and then I will say the other one is Haunter. Haunter was always on a team. No matter what game, I always had a ghost Pokemon, and it was Haunter. Because there were very few ghost Pokemon to start. It was basically Ghastly, Haunter,
Right.
Gengar.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just loved the floating claws of Haunter. And
Yeah.
so
I loved
keep
Gengar
around.
too.
Mhm.
I had a
Yeah.
squishy like Gengar keychain on my backpack in elementary school.
Nice.
I think I just like purple.
So I think that's what.
eyes.
Yeah, we're learning that you like the purple Pokemon.
Because dude, I think I do. Because in Pokemon Go, if I literally open it up right now, you know how you can have a Pokemon follow you around?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a shiny Vaporeon and it's purple.
Nice.
Oh,
Are you
it's
still
okay.
playing Pokemon Go?
Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't touched it in years though.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I remember we would go on walks and do hikes and things, and actually the little ball from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or whatever it was, you could actually have that. It would buzz in your pocket.
Yes.
Oh,
And you
that's
could just
cool.
tap.
Yes,
And
I
it
had
would
one of those.
catch something, and then at the end, so that way you didn't have to be on your phone looking and doing the whole thing. You would
Yeah,
catch
just a
a
little
few,
remote.
and then you would go and see what you ended up catching at the end of that. So
That's
I was like,
cool.
whenever I go on a hike, it was based on being in a area of it. So
We used to
Smart.
live at a Pokestop.
oh,
And we don't anymore. And
We
that,
moved. We moved specifically.
No.
Yeah.
That used to be a criteria when you were moving to an apartment. It's like, okay, where's the Pokestop?
Where's the Pokestop?
Yeah.
We gotta make sure we're right by there
We
to
could just
refill.
basically lay there in bed and just spin that thing. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
What about you, Gina? Favorite?
Favorite as a young person, loved, the EVs and the evolutions,
Right here.
loved Ninetales, loved Vulpix.
So many more now.
Anything that kind of had a dog, cat, fox, wolf element to it.
what's your favorite evolution?
Um,
Because they're all so pretty. They're
They
also
are.
like, I love them all.
I like Umbreon. Sylveon is so lovely and a personal attachment. Love Sylveon. So beautiful, so sweet. Just beautiful little baby with the blue eyes and the
See?
and the bows and the ribbons and just
We ask the hard questions here.
I
Yeah.
know.
What we play in the shadows.
But as an adult, I've got a weird attachment to Ludicolo.
Ludicolo, really?
Yeah,
All right.
the big guy with the hat, because
Yes.
I had a blast watching Detective Pikachu
Yes,
and
yes,
watching
yes.
that loop of all of the different Ludicolos from every country. And so that became a stim, a vocal stim that I did a lot. So anytime I've seen him now in games, I'm like, hey, Ludicolo.
I'll show you it later, but I have a very good video capture of him doing some stuff in Pokopia that I was like, I saw when I was doing some stuff and I captured it because he was just being very cute.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm also starting to really like Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Horrifying lore.
Is that
which we might talk about.
That's the
It's
Pikachu?
the Pikachu that looks like he's wearing Pikachu skin.
Good.
Yeah.
That is a good transition
'Cause
into.
The eyes are on the stomach, aren't they?
No, it's
Yeah.
like a mask, right?
It's
No.
a mask, but
its
sometimes
eyes
the
are-
neck is like bent
Oh,
over.
it's bent and everything like that.
because
Yes.
he can't quite
Yeah.
keep the costume
That is a good
upright.
transition.
We have our basis. We know Pokemon. We've all been at different levels of it. And
Yeah.
so now we are going to figure out how to make a Pokemon horror game. So as we were
I got
talking here,
pitches.
get comfy.
gotta
you
get-
gotta
yeah. Pitches, get
hug
your-
that ditto if
Okay.
you're uncomfortable.
It's gonna be
So-
scary.
So let's talk about first some of the natural scary things in Pokemon. What are
Yeah.
some things in Pokemon that are scary? You mentioned
Mimikyu.
Mimikyu, whose actual appearance is unknown.
Correct.
And it says, I think in one of it was, I looked it up, that a scholar that once saw Under the Rag was overwhelmed with terror and died from shock.
Yes.
Dude.
These are
Many-
the descriptors
many-
in the game.
Many have died from seeing
Many have died.
Mimikyu's true form.
And all you see is like a little like black tentacle
Yes.
that sometimes
Is
would
it
come out.
really?
Yeah.
Like in certain moves, it would be like just this, it would like lean over and a little black tentacle would like whip at you and like,
It's
I don't
an
know what's
eldritch
under that
horror
thing.
under there.
Yeah.
I swear it's because I have it in my little village in Pokopia right now, and I swear its eyes are like not in the head part; they're like
No,
down
you're right.
in the tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the tummy?
And
Okay.
so
Yeah, you
that
can
makes
see
it
the little-
freakier.
Because it has like the fake
Yeah.
Pikachu eyes,
Yes.
but that's not
Fake
the
Pikachu is
real.
the head
Like it
guy.
has
That
its
makes
act-
it so much worse to
Yeah.
me.
Oh, it's
But he's so sweet. He always brings me little presents.
Yeah, because he
And-
just wants friends.
Yes.
He's cosplaying as the world's favorite Pokemon.
Mhm.
yeah,
So
he
that
wants that
people will
love.
love
He doesn't
him.
get that love because he's a monster that kills people, and he wants.
Accidentally.
Well, yeah, you're right.
If they
'cause it's
just look at him,
yeah.
they die painfully that same day.
Oh my god.
There's so many horrifying
Do
descriptions.
you remember any of the others? Because I have a list of like a few of them.
I'm trying to, because there's some that I've run into just while playing Pokopia that I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's Cubone.
Yes.
Is a nightmare, and I have so many questions about
That one's
like,
so sad.
yeah.
Well, 'cause
but also, how
Cubone's-
does it even work species wise? Because Cubone, it's wearing the skull of its dead mother.
Yeah.
Correct, and then it cries.
So, okay, is this a species trait then? Like, as soon as
Is
I
it
think
always
I've
the
looked
mother?
this
As soon as the
up
mother gives
once.
birth,
does it die?
does
I
it
think-
die and you have to wear the skull?
Here's the thing.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
I've looked this
saying.
up once that
Okay.
sometimes it is that they don it after the death.
Okay.
And sometimes it has become a genetic mutation where they are
That it's
then
like part-
born with it.
Oh wow!
But
That's
I could be
like a
wrong. That is
bone?
just something I remember looking up at one point because that was a question.
I mean,
we
because there
had.
is multiple Cubones in the world,
Yeah.
so there
and they all look
be a
like
lot
That's
of
what I'm
dead. They all look the
saying
same,
is-
so they're all.
So how does that happen?
I think the mom's dying in childbirth, and they are taking the
it's so
skull
fucked up.
as their rite of pet. Oh, it's fucked up. It's messed up. They have it written in one way, but then you think of all the terrible things of how they could actually
Because
work.
if there was just one Cubone, that makes sense.
That would make sense.
But if there's a lot, which is, I'm assuming, what's intended because it's
Yeah.
a species of Pokemon, then that raises a lot of questions.
the ghost ones are always spooky, but they don't have as spooky a backdrop as Drifloon.
Drifloon.
Oh,
That's one of my
yes,
Drifloon?
I do.
Yes.
Drifloon, because what? He
it's
He
awful.
lures
he
children
lures
to the
kids.
afterlife.
He's like Pennywise.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically, he looks like a balloon
Yeah.
with like an X over its mouth, so it can't talk.
Yeah, because it's containing the screams of the souls that it has consumed.
This is
And
all
the
real
bigger-
stuff. I'm
the
saying
bigger
this
the
is real.
balloon shape is, the bigger Drifloon is,
Yeah.
the more souls he has consumed, both Pokemon and human.
Wait, how is he talking to me in Pokopia then?
Is he talking to you? Oh, don't listen.
Oh.
Don't listen to Drifloon. But no, yeah, he takes children to the afterlife and
that's
dislikes
crazy.
heavy children specifically
Yeah.
because they're hard to carry.
Augustus, no.
Augustus, no. And if his body bursts, the souls spill out with a screaming sound.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just imagining, because I'm guessing in Pokopia, it's like Ditto can just instinct. Like, I just think all Pokemon can just kind of understand each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I if you were a human watching all their interactions, all you're hearing is just
Yes.
while they're having a conversation.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But
But what he's actually saying is like, "Here, Ditto, I got this for you," and gives him a
Yep.
stick.
Yep. And even in Pokopia for Drifloon, he's like, "Can you go get me that doll? I miss playing with children. I miss the energy they give me."
Yep.
That doesn't mean like, "Oh, I'm awake now and we get to play." That means I'm going to eat their souls.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's
There's yeah.
But a lot of ghost Pokemon and
Our-
Pokemon
our-
in general
a lot of them are
were
creepy.
people.
We're people. That's
We're
what's
originally
weird.
people.
Wait, what?
They were people that turned
Gengar
into...
used to be a human being.
Yes.
Wait, this is news to me.
Yeah,
There's like a lot
like
of
the ghost
curses.
Pokemon and things.
I never like looked into his. I just liked him as a guy. I never
No, like,
looked
I
into the
just-
lore. Wait, tell me about Gengar.
He's always looking for a companion because he misses being a human.
Yes, I
And-
didn't do full research on Gengar and things, but there's just moments of like there's another one that I did look up, like Palosand, which looks like a sandcastle,
Yeah.
and that absorbs.
That's got to be a later gen Pokemon.
That is. Yeah, when it's just like, and it's a
Oh
sandcastle
fuck!
Pokemon.
I mean,
All right.
a
It's
random object.
The laziness in the boardroom of like,
Dude,
this thing is
when
one
they're
of them.
starting to look like chandeliers and pianos and stuff. it's-
Well, I'll point out my most horrifying one, which is Klefki, which is just a set of goddamn keys.
Yep.
It's just keys.
Oh, there
I
it is.
hate him.
The
I hate
PTSD
Klefki.
is back.
It's just keys.
It's just
with a
keys.
face. But I was saying, sorry, Palosand
Yes.
absorbs the vitality of people, and beneath its castle are masses of dried up bones from the vitality it drained.
Mm-hmm.
So under this sandcastle are just dried up bones. So it's just a
Yes.
sandcastle, but death
Oh my
underneath
God.
it. This is in
Yeah.
the game. I want to say this is
Yeah.
maybe Moon.
Dusclops and Dusk Noir,
Mhm.
they're also a void space. Like Dusclops is empty inside.
It's like,
And if you get near him, you just sort of black hole and
Oh
never
my
get
gosh.
out
You cross the
as
event
he
horizon.
spits out your
of-
body while remaining to keep your soul.
Just like me for real.
Truly.
Oh.
That's why you look familiar to
Then
me,
there's
Ben.
the little candle ones
Yes.
too.
Flitwick or Flit...
Some-
I think
Litwick?
Flitwick is Harry Potter.
I know, I'm
Lit-
trying to
I think
something-
Litwick is the one that
Litwick.
evolves into
Some-
Chandelier.
Yeah,
Wait.
but there's something with those two where it
Yes,
like
there is.
it's like when a soul leaves a human body. I forget what the exact lore of that guy is.
Well, there's the sort of lantern floating one that follows near people that are about to die because it can sense that it can get its soul as it's about to leave. But the candle one, its flame gets brighter and spookier the younger its victim is.
Oh my
No! Who is writing these at the
Apparently, truly a lot of Pokemon
Game Freak
Kill
are truly
people
game freaks over there.
and murder the little Pokemon
And they just
trainers.
write this in text being like, I'm pretty sure they're like, no one's going to read this.
No, but
No
this
one.
is the kind of stuff that like because I had
Am I right, Ben?
You're right. Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
it's like no, it's the lore is I mean basically what you said, it's like it pretends to guide people and Pokemon around illuminating darkened areas. However, it is sucking away their life energy and leading them to the ghost world.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Great. Yeah. That's how it is.
I had the like original 150. It was like a book, and it just had like all the information about each one. It, like each one had its own page, and I don't know. I just feel like those kinds of descriptions are the stuff that like are so fun, like because they're so creepy. It's just little tastes of creepiness that are just I feel like are just enough for the age of a kid that would start getting into Pokemon. It's like good. It's good, you know, in a way, starter horror where you know it's
Just reading that Dusko likes the sound of the screams of children, and you're like, I'm sorry, what?
That's the stuff I would fixate on and get kind of like, not like actually scared by, but very intrigued by. And I say this as a kid that was very easily frightened.
Yeah.
But that would be like just enough for me. Like, I don't know.
Especially packaged in such a like sweet.
It's because it's the
Game.
sweet. So that's what I'm saying is like we're trying to build a horror, like a more overt horror game, but just realizing how much horror is basically in the game.
Right there in the lore.
Even the ones that aren't outwardly, even the ones that don't have descriptions like that, when you think about Pokemon practically, it's like, even like Charmander, I was reading its character description and I was like, dude, if you pick Charmander, you can't cuddle with it. It's got a fire on its tail. And if it goes out, it dies.
It dies. That's the thing. I was just about to say, if the fire goes out, it dies. And I remember there's an episode of Pokemon where it's like raining.
Yeah.
And
It fucks you up.
No, Charmander's gonna die.
Yeah.
I think it's the episode you meet Charmander on.
Mm-hmm. It's early days.
And like, if I have a little starter Pokemon, I want it to be my little buddy and be able to like go inside my house and hang out with me. That
too strong a gust of wind and your
His friend is dead.
It might be the worst. Like,
I just now have a vision of someone just sweeping up Charmander corpses.
Oh my god!
Just like it was windy out, man. Sorry, another whole flock of them.
It's gotta be the least practical starter Pokemon, just for that.
Well, I still chose him, and I named him Kermit.
No, he's my favorite of the three as well.
I loved him. I loved him so.
They're all so cute, though.
But yeah, just so many horror things, and then I'm just gonna go through some of the horror stuff before we get into what our idea is gonna be. There are some horror games out there, some fan games of Pokemon games out there, and so a couple that I'll just mention.
What are their plots?
One's called Old Chateau,
Okay.
and that's like a kind of you're wandering a mansion and trying to avoid haunters and ghastlies.
Fun.
And they actually look pretty evil, and there's like jump scares in it and things like that. And it's kind of Luigi's Mansion style thing, but you're walking around and there's haunters and ghastlies. Someone made that. Then there's Pokemon Lament of the Children.
Jesus.
Is this about Drifloons?
This is just all I know is that you play as someone named Adrian, and instead of trying to defeat the Pokemon trainers or whatever, you're just trying to survive and not get killed and try and find your way home.
Oh no!
Awesome.
I just love the name Lament of the Children.
Yeah.
And then there's Snakewood, which is a hack for Pokemon Ruby that sets the game 3 years after the actual game and makes it all a dark zombie apocalypse, that there was a zombie outbreak in Huntown. And then that gets us into, there's a couple creepypasta ROM hacks, which this one is Pokemon Lost Silver. The main character suffers a psychological breakdown and eventually dies after losing limbs along the way.
What the fuck?
And then this one, which I think might be most known, is Pokemon Red.exe, where you play as Professor Oak investigating Lavender Town. Lavender Town is where the Pokemon Tower was. So there's the obsession with Lavender Town. And it's basically the same game, except you're Professor Oak, and there's blood everywhere. They just put blood everywhere, and you find Red, the default name of the trainer, who has murdered like everyone in the town and is trying to kill you, and you have to rescue Pikachu. And so if you rescue Pikachu, it ends, I should say this, the last like line of it is like, Pikachu was moved to a secure Poke Center, where he later died. Like, that's the end of this game. It's like the end of Quantum Leap for me, where Dr. Beckett never left home. I was like, that's the saddest text I've ever written.
Why? What?
But there's an obsession with Lavender Town. So Lavender Town in the original game is where there's the ghosts.
Right.
And I don't know if you've heard of the Lavender Town syndrome.
I
haven't.
I've heard of this because it's like a creepypasta,
It is a
right?
creepypasta.
Okay, I've heard of this.
Which means it's a it's an urban legend.
I've heard of this, but I don't remember anything about it.
So I'm just going to mention...
Tell the listeners, watchers,
Yes.
and me.
but mainly Gina. It's referencing the music, specifically in that. So let's say we played a little music right now of that theme. They're saying that inside there are hidden frequencies that only kids can hear.
Sure.
And they would mind control kids, either causing them to get sick or pass on in a way that I can say it on YouTube.
To the afterlife.
To the afterlife. They would go to the ghost world.
Yes.
So that was their thought of like, this was a thing. And people believed that Lavender Town Syndrome was an actual thing because there were hidden frequencies that only kids could hear. So absolutely
What a
terrifying.
fun fact.
So it's
Zoran.
just Havana syndrome, but with Pokemon.
I don't know Havana syndrome.
Never mind. That's
Oh God, we're not gonna get into that. That's fine.
Conspiracy shit. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we're not going to go into that. But yes, it is an overall conspiracy thing that people thought, but people gave it some credibility because of, I think, the seizures that Pokemon the show caused.
Yes,
So they're
yeah.
oh, there is some hidden thing going on that this show caused like 600 kids to seizure, which was that Porygon episode that was then banned. So Pokemon has created horror in real life. With flashing lights. Then that's why I feel like that's why we have flashing light warnings is because of that episode.
I think so. It's a big reason.
And we put it in episodes now too of everything and
Parodied in The Simpsons.
Oh yes. So that's some of the basic stuff that exists out there. There's so much more, but that just gives you an idea of kind of what people have gone horror wise. So for us, we need to figure out, first of all, what kind of game do we want? What is the essence of a Pokemon game? Are we going to be staying within the actual world, or are we doing our own thing that's just kind of inspired by it? What do we think?
I've got an idea for something a little different than traditional, but I guess I can see a version where it's in the sort of 2D sprite sort of side scrollers.
What do you got, Gina?
Yeah, I wanna
we're
hear.
all
Okay.
ears.
Okay,
Even
so
Ditto's ready to
my
listen.
first pitch is Banette's Revenge.
Okay, Banette.
What's
I looked at.
Banette?
Hold on.
Banette. Do you want to read it or do you want me to tell?
I will say my bit because I did look up Banette.
Okay.
A Banette was an abandoned plush doll that lives in a garbage dump
Yes.
and wanders about in search of children.
Okay, wait, is this a Pokemon?
This is an actual
This is
Pokemon.
a real Pokemon.
It looks like it has lizard eyes and like a zipper mouth.
Yes.
For me, he looks like a drywall from Scud the Disposable Assassin, which is a very deep cut.
We already have a beautiful backstory that is incredibly tragic.
So it takes
I
place
think we
in a garbage
play-
dump?
I think it takes place in a garbage dump, and then we slowly learn the backstory.
Okay.
And we are playing as Banette because
Oh,
I
we
like
are
to. I
the
don't.
plush.
I like to play as I want to play as the Pokemon.
That's why Pokopia is the...
Yes, we have that, and we slowly learn the backstory, almost Toy Story-esque for Jessie, of like learning about this child a long time ago that threw away their plush toy into the garbage and transformed into this Pokemon, and it is hell-bent on revenge.
Yeah.
It is, and it also mega evolves.
Which...
And
yeah.
yeah,
I'm just
and
gonna
the
say,
Mega Evolved, it
yeah.
says, it is filled with so much power and vindictiveness, it cannot help cursing its trainer. It unlocks its restrained powers by opening its zippers, unleashing suppressed and baleful energy. Like, there is already so much levels of...
It's like
I
all your
think the main
trauma.
character, of just this Pokemon that eventually snaps while on a mission to go find its old trainer. It's been years. They're no longer a child. And it's just a revenge story of going through the world, hunting down the trainer.
This specific
This
one.
it's
not just
specific
random
trainer.
children as well. Like, are we
I
also
mean,
grabbing
I'm
random
open to
kids as well? And
Yeah.
like,
Or it's like from its POV, all kids look
All kids
like...
until he
look
realizes
like-
he sees
Yeah.
his
Yep.
actual one, and they're an adult now.
Yeah.
By the end of the
Yeah.
game, after he's already a Mega Evolved and like consumed souls along the way.
Is there a picture of the Mega?
Yeah.
I guess.
oh
It's
yeah,
very
Gina's,
hot
Gina's got
topic.
that. I want to point out that Mega Evolution, if you look up,
Whoa.
It's
that's
so
another
good.
thing that's horrifying. Because they say that...
Yeah, what's a Mega Evolution?
So in the later games, you could have them
It's
hold
power
stones
creep, huh?
and things.
Yes.
Yeah, you would basically they would evolve into a different version of, like, Charizard had an X and a Y version of him. And the descriptor I read of it is that they can be super painful and agonizing and sometimes cause murderous breaks in the Pokemon. Like, the Pokemon are described as sometimes as this evolution of like forcing their body
Yes.
into this transformation hurts them so much that they break their sanity and like want to murder. And that's why they're more powerful.
Whoa.
Just
Yeah.
like Pokemon is naturally very dark.
So you can have
Yeah.
like a murder rampage Diglett or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, a murder
Absolutely.
rampage Diglett. I mean, that's basically a Graboid. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Living on the
it
ground
is.
right there.
Yeah.
Just a cuter Graboid.
Oh man, I do like this idea.
This
of,
is fun.
of Pokemon Snap, but it's Pokemon Snap that's a Pokemon going postal. Like it's a they
Just
snapped.
snapping necks.
Yes.
It's finally
like they
lose
snapped.
They snapped.
They lost it.
Oh,
Do we call it Pokemon Snap?
Pokemon snapped.
Snapped with like a
Snaps.
apostrophe D.
Yeah,
Snapped. He snapped.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Pokemon Snaps are like, it's like the Pokemon Snap game. So then kids wanting to play the original picture taking game are like, we bought the wrong one.
Yeah.
Still tricking them.
Oh yeah, we're still tricking them, and that's what we want to do. We wanna
And then
trick
that's
kids
how
into
you
buying.
get put on the news because it's a controversy now.
Mhm.
And then that's free publicity.
Yeah, sell
And
more
suddenly-
copies, baby.
Yes.
I mean, a garbage dump is a fun setting. I don't feel that there's really been. I think Earthworm Jim was like had a level in a junkyard type thing, but I'm like, you haven't really have anything in like a full on garbage dump, and there's a lot that could be in there.
Yeah. And then you can have a Pokemon that I have come to really love because of
Ooh.
Pokopia, Trubbish.
Yes, there is literally trash Pokemon.
He's
Yes, it's
so
Trubbish.
cute.
The Trubbish could be encouraging him accidentally, not knowing that the
Oh my
intentions are to
God.
kill.
Or what if Trubbish is like
But
trying
you
to
gotta
turn him
go.
away and is
Yeah.
like, and then
just go
Trubbish-
reunite?
but then Trubbish gets killed,
It's his
and
first
that
victim.
is like the end of, and
Oh
inside
no,
of Trubbish,
that's what breaks Spinette.
that could be what breaks Banette, fully being like, Trubbish is like trying to bring it back, being like, look at the beauty in trash. Look at what this trash was once a memory of this thing that this child
humans
had
make
this
such
thing.
amazing
Right.
things.
And we can make this together, and you can make stuff out of trash, and it can still be a beautiful thing.
This
And
is
then
Act 1.
Trubbish gets killed or thrown into an incinerator, and then just Banette's like, "Nah!" Mega evolves at that point, and just that's messed up. That's a good one. Pokemon Snap.
Are there any
Yes.
Pokemon? Because I feel like there's Pokemon at this point that resemble every object ever.
Yes,
Because
Yeah.
you got to have a
Keys.
trash compactor. Like, are there Pokemon that resemble cars? Or I mean, there's the ones
The
you can ride like a
motorcycle
There's
motorcycle.
a motorcycle, right? You could ride around.
We gotta put one of those in a car smash.
Ben, let me know if you find anything.
There's Reveroom.
Reveroom?
All right,
Reveroom.
show me, please.
Reveroom.
Chelsea, can you see this corner of the screen?
Yes.
Okay. This is Reveroom.
All right.
What the hell is
Just like
that?
a little, it's just cars.
Yeah, has 5 different Starmobile forms.
Cool.
Okay.
Is it
I think-
Voltron?
Well, so I think in
It's a
the more
Transformer.
recent Pokemon games, they've started introducing kind of like scientists built this kind of thing where it's
they're
like
more
it's,
manufactured Pokemon.
yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Did
world.
we
Pretty
learn
spooky.
nothing from Mewtwo?
Like Frankenstein.
Mewtwo was great. We want a Mew 3.
yeah.
I like that. That's a good pitch there. All right, we'll keep Pokemon Snap
I like it.
in there.
I was thinking on the way here about a Pokemon hunting game that's like hyper realistic.
Like a deer hunter like game?
Yeah,
or
or
one
like
of those in
Ark.
the bar that you would
Is it Ark that's like you're hunting big game? Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Ark,
yeah.
the
Hunting
like
Evolved.
dinosaurs and
Yeah.
Yeah.
survival kind of.
Or like what's the game where you're hunting like big cats and stuff? Or
I mean, there's Far Cry has hunting.
Far Cry.
in it.
That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking of. Are you hunting?
You hunt in Far Cry.
Cry.
And, like
Well,
you do a lot of other things, but
You
hunting
do a
is
lot of
thing
hunting
you
in
can
Red
do.
Dead as well.
Sure. Oh,
But-
but that's not like a hunting game.
Oh,
okay.
but it can be because I spent all of my time making sure I get the most pouches I can by killing all them squirrels.
But yeah, like a hyper realistic, like big game hunting simulator.
Wow, murdering
that's spooky.
Pokemon.
Yeah, you're going trophy hunting
Oh.
for Pokemon.
And then you have to go back to your trophy room and put up the heads.
Yeah, you can
to
mount
collect
the-
them all.
Yeah, you
Shrieker
can
here.
mount the heads. And yeah, they are rendered to be like stupidly high resolution
Yes.
where they look real, and you're like, why is this necessary? Kind of resolution like that. I think that'd be sick, and have all the effects of the Pokemon. Like I was thinking of something like Vileplume, where like you touch it basically and you die. Like all that be implemented so they're
Okay.
actually dangerous. You know?
Yeah, I mean, they're giant, they're monstrosity thing. If you
Yeah.
turn them, and again, the name of the original game is Pocket Monsters.
Yeah.
These
Right.
are pocket monsters. So forcing them into the more monstrous, wild animal aspect of it instead of just like, hey, they're here and I threw a thing at it and I captured it or it ran away. That
Yeah.
was basically what it was. And now it's like, oh no, it's going to eat me. Is there a story behind like, why are you doing this hunting?
I didn't come up with a story.
No, I'm
I
just
just
curious,
thought
like,
that'd be
we
like
can-
a fucked up game.
No, that is a fucked
Yeah.
up game with like really realistic gore. And then do you skin them? And like, is there like a skinny mini game
I
where
was
you're
thinking,
like
I was like, is there like
making
a
the
taxidermy I was
Pokemon?
Like, shouldn't get that fucked up.
I'm saying we this is what we're here for. We are pushing this to be as fucked up as possible. Because again, the game has fucked up bits already, but let's what do you got?
Okay, in this same vein, Pokemon Mad Scientist.
Oh,
you're splicing them together. And seeing what happens. There you can capture Pokemon, bring them back to your lab, and pick like body parts and stuff, and you can like sew them together and see and there's like a physics engine where like once you put different Pokemon parts together, kind of like Spore, where like you just let them roam and see what happens.
I feel like that's got to be specifically a Gengar scientist.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to build his perfect companion.
Yeah.
Oh, so Gengar is you get to play as a Pokemon, and that's what you want.
Yes,
So
or he's like the assistant
we just put
to a mad
Gengar in a
scientist.
lab coat.
Gengar in a lab coat.
He's in a lab coat, or there is a human
Okay.
a human in a lab coat who has a Gengar, and they've together like
Decided
made this
to
plan
make this companion for like
for
a Frankenstein's
Gengar.
Bride
A Frankenstein,
style thing.
It could also be like a really interesting way to do like a more mainline Pokemon game, but with a horror twist where you're still catching it and you're still trying to like beat all the gym bosses, but like for whatever reason you're desperate or something and you're like, I need to make my Pokemon stronger than they naturally are. So now you're like creating a team of all these spliced together Pokemon.
Well, what if it wasn't a team and it's you take the 6 from your team and you only get 1? And you have to combine that team into one Pokemon. It's a one-on-one match for the big final fight. And so you're trying to combine the perfect team into one monstrous Pokemon that even, I'm just thinking like when it evolves, only part of it evolves. Like the arm evolves into suddenly like a Machamp arm.
Have any of you, this is getting away from like the horror, but I feel like you could easily turn this into horror. Have any of you played Wobble Dogs? Do you know what this is?
No.
It's this game where it's like a dog collecting simulator where you basically
collect dogs.
You have these like goofy ass, you start with these little dogs and you basically, they'll have babies and you can like pick which babies you want to keep and then you keep breeding that and they start like developing weird ass traits, like they'll get wings and like weird patterns.
Okay.
And,
that
and,
element could work well with this.
Yeah.
Because they added breeding into the whole actual mainline game and everything. That you could have egg. Oh yeah, you'd send them off to a little farm and then they would do it and then there'd be an egg and then you'd raise the egg. You have to walk like a certain number of steps for the thing to hatch and everything. So yeah, that would be really interesting to then have the litter and the monstrosities of the. I just like the monstrosity reminds me of Harry Partridge, who is a fantastic animator who did the opening to They Talk and all sorts of things. Your Justin Bieber ones that you love so much.
Justin Bieber show.
He did a Pokemon horror short that points out a lot of great stuff that's naturally horrific in the world. And the reason I'm bringing this up is
linked below.
I mean, absolutely watch it. It's like a 5-minute short. It's just a guy who wanders into the town and he's like, I just want to get some food. There's no food. You mean Pokemon food? There's no food in this town. Okay. And then he gets shot and he has to go to hospital and the Pokemon hospital only treats Pokemon.
Yeah.
And he's brought back to life and you see his POV and he's talking to this woman and she's like, I can't understand what you're saying. And it turns out to bring him back to life, he's fused with a Magikarp. And so he's speaking human, but then it's just coming out, Carp!
Oh my gosh.
And he's this body horror,
It's just
half
Tusk,
human.
except Magikarp.
Yeah, but like a Magikarp. Like, it's fantastic. But I think of like the blending of the things that get that body horror element. But there is a way that we could keep this as more of a gateway horror-esque thing that kids could still play and be fine with, but just like taking your pieces of your mad scientist Pokemon and putting it together.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like the tone of Creepy Crawlies commercials.
Creepy crawlers.
Or Creepy Crawlers,
So I have a couple ways that we could go. So the simplest one is there's also Pokemon ripoffs out there and things like that, like Pal World, which is one that was sold. And then there's one I think called Pikmon.
Yeah.
It's not Pikmin.
Not Pikmin.
But Pikmon that is exactly, it's like a ripoff of Pal World. So it's a ripoff of the ripoff, and then also throws in like Breath of the Wild elements in there. Like the main character is colored and looks just like Link and everything. And so I'm sure that one's about to get sued as well. But then Rick and Morty did one called Pocket Mortys, where you're collecting Mortys, and it's that same style. And I thought a very simple one, if we wanted to, was rather than doing it full Pokemon, was to actually capture horror characters.
Oh,
this would be an IP nightmare.
Yep.
But it would be able to grab things like Fredikrug and Vorhesian.
Cute.
And just make Pokemon versions of horror characters that we would be able to claim as fair use.
Yeah,
Like Pinhead Leon. And then just Graboid, because Graboid is just a Pokemon name naturally.
Yeah.
What would all their types be, do you think?
Oh, so we would have, rather than fire, I mean, you could keep with fire, water, element, but it'd be like...
I mean, there's dark types.
Slasher, there'd be like stalker types,
Dream
maybe.
types.
Or
for Freddy.
Demons, blood type. It's just, you have to figure out which one's going to be super
I like
effective
that they all
against
just
the
have
ones.
a blood type.
They all have a blood type.
Yeah.
This is A, this is B. Their type O, okay, we can donate them.
I was just imagining all the horror characters with literal Pokemon types.
Oh, just like fire. I mean, Freddy
Like-
would be fire, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's just say Freddy versus Jason. He was born through fire. Jason was born through water. How can we use that in our Pokemon
How can we
game?
use that?
I mean, and then, simple name-wise would be Stalkamon or something like that.
Sure,
or
yeah.
Slashamon.
Yes.
That was for me, that was like my low-hanging fruit pitch of like, that's fun. I just like coming up with the names.
You
of
could have-
the-
Absolutely.
And you could have Norman Bates as the normal Pokemon.
He's just the normal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
in
ones
there?
that look too human.
Yeah. He's
normal
just a
guy.
regular guy. I
Just
don't
a
get
regular
it.
guy.
Mm-hmm. He's got his move peephole.
Yes.
Where he lowers everyone's stats just by looking through people.
Does the evolutions just turn into later versions
Like
of
Jason
like
X
Jason
would be,
X?
yeah, it would
Yeah.
be
Yes,
the evolution of Vorhesian would be probably just Jason X. I don't know.
Yeah,
because they
Jason
started
X
with
is
X
Not all of
and
them
Y.
have
Evolution.
multiple.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just evolve once.
Now they say Vorhesian, I think it sounds like a cheese.
Would
Yeah.
Some Vorhesian cheese.
would
Sounds
Anthony
Armenian.
Perkins evolve into Vince Vaughn?
That would be awesome.
That'd be sick.
Ooh.
That would be like, this is our fan service game right here. This is
Yes.
just hey, here's our nerdy horror reference that we want to turn into
Yes.
just a Pokemon reskin. That's just a full reskin of the game, but you're collecting all of them. Because I think one of the bases of the game is the collecting, I think, like at the core.
Yeah. It's
Is
also
that what draws you to it? Is it the collecting of the Pokemon, or is it the dynamics of the battles and things like that? Like, what do you think is the core of a Pokemon?
I think those are the two most fucked up things about it.
That you want to collect, that you want to...
That the collecting and the battling is like, when you think about it, and this has been pointed out before, I'm not the first one to, but like,
Yeah.
it's the weirdest part of it to me. I think maybe that's why I like the not mainline games more, because I like just the world of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like whenever I watched the TV show, I always found myself wanting to be one of the characters they would run into, where like, I don't know, they'd run into some random character that runs like a daycare for random Pokemon
Yes.
species. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's who I would be. I would not want to be a Pokemon trainer, I don't think.
You want just the Pokemon farm sim where you're just hanging out and be
Yes.
like, hey, you bring me my Pokemon, I'm just going to raise them.
Yeah.
And my mate, I don't know.
Like, I just want to take care of them, make them happy.
I'm just going to grow a field of Metapods.
Yeah. It's just so weird to think of them like living inside the little Pokeball.
Well, I was-
That's one of the things.
That's what I was thinking. It was
Yes.
horrific. And part of me wanted to institute fart of me. God damn it, you had to call me out on
I
it.
did. Everyone else is going
I was
to.
going to get away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling Gina.
None of it's going on the internet.
All right. No, I was saying when you capture them,
Yes.
I wanted to institute an element that if you capture them, but if you don't use them for a while and you like then pull them out of your little Pokebox or whatever and you throw them out, there's just a dead
Oh.
Pokemon that comes out because you didn't feed it, you didn't take care of it, you didn't do anything, and
Yeah.
it was
Like a
just like
Tamagotchi.
it was just like,
Tamagotchi.
hey, you haven't used this one in 5 days, and it feeds on battle or whatever,
Mhm.
and it's just like you throw it, and it's just like in form of just dead. You're like, well, can't use that one. Take it back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could also see the horror nightmare scape of what it's like in there and
Oh,
why
what's actually
Pikachu doesn't want to
inside the
go.
like put up. There's another one. Put a human inside.
I was thinking
Pokemon.
a serial killer who's just found a way to modify a Pokeball to capture human beings,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
and then their Pokemon have to go and rescue them.
It's either a complete fucking nightmare in there where time lasts forever, like the Jaunt, or it's like
Like a stasis.
yeah,
a
or
liminal-
it's
Cryogenics,
the
like
opposite,
Frozen.
and it's just I Dream of Genie, and it's
Or it's
like
just a
your
little
Genie
house
bottle.
that they're
It's
in.
just a tiny house shrunken down.
just-
Well, that's the luxury. ball.
Either one of those
Yes.
things.
That's the later ball. You got the large, you get the
Yes.
great ball. The ultra ball is that. The
No,
regular
but
Pokeball
there's like
is a studio
specifically
apartment.
Luxury
with a
ball.
There's the
folding
luxury ball. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
specifically
you
a
shrink
ball
down
that is the
into a
luxury
mansion.
ball.
There's a
And is it
really?
Yeah.
luxury because of what's inside it, or that's just called the luxury ball?
I mean, I think
don't
it's
think
supposed
they
to be
said.
nicer for the Pokemon. I think that's the lore. I'm not.
So
positive.
anyone who has like regular,
the regular
Pokeballs,
Pokemon,
we
they're-
know that it's not the
It's
best
not nice
way
in
to
there.
store
It's
them.
cheap.
Yeah.
And they're just trapped inside this thing. And I thought there'd be just a horrifying image to me was just we do the Pokemon, we capture it, but they just do the little twist and whatever, everything like that. I wanted a version where it captured everything except their like tail. The tail was severed
Yeah.
out and the rest was in there. Like
Oh.
it didn't fully like complete you buy a janky ass like bootleg Pokeball
Yeah.
that's super cheap.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't like
Teleporter
that, like,
incident.
yeah, part of their head is
They
like
come back
severed off of
inside
it,
out.
or they come out inside. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. They come
Like,
out inside
Yeah,
out.
are
Like-
they being destroyed and then reconstituted inside over
Oh, is it
and
like-
This
over
is-
again, like a teleporter?
Teleportation.
Is this like the clone question where it's like when you use a
Yes, is it still the
teleporter?
same
Yeah.
Pokemon? That could
Is
be a
the-
choice.
What is the ship? What is the name
Theseus'
of the ship?
Theseus'
Yeah,
ship.
Theseus ship.
It could be a fun choice
the
to
same
make
Pikachu?
during the game where like you run into someone who's selling Pokeballs cheap and
Mhm.
maybe you're low on money and that's like a choice. Like, do you want to buy Pokeballs from this random person? And maybe
they-
you're desperate and you do, and like,
messing up
ooh,
the
they weren't
Pokemon.
real. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
God.
like you're a very clumsy person and you drop one and it opens on you and
Oh.
sucks you in, and the rest of the game is you trying to get out of this Pokemon ball.
I mean, I think a
Pokeball
nightmare
labyrinth.
is just being trapped
Mhm.
inside a Pokeball. Like
Yes.
that is its own. Like you are in there and trying to survive.
Can Pokemon get themselves out of a Pokeball? Has that
Canonic,
happened
like
on show?
Pikachu
Pikachu
does it
would.
in, like the
Pikachu would
Gets
get
beginning.
himself
himself
out. So
out.
there is like
Yeah.
an exit route within these balls.
If you're a popular enough mascot character,
Yeah,
then
you
you
can
have
get
the
out.
power to get yourself out of it. There is some kind of exit. There is a way.
That'd be a weird meta game. Meta games, I feel like meta stuff is hit or miss for me, but
Yeah.
that'd be kind of a fun idea. It's like a lesser known Pokemon trying to make itself more beloved outside.
That's
Mimikyu.
out-
Mimikyu.
That's
yeah,
kind of what
yeah.
his story
Yeah.
is.
Sure, yeah, outside of like it's aware that Pokemon is a property
Oh, we
Like
we
breaks the
branch
fourth
out
wall
in
Right.
in a way.
because Pikachu is so beloved that it can escape its Pokeball for plot reasons.
It's following itself on social media and figuring out like the actual rating for it of like,
Mhm.
okay, amongst all Pokemon, I'm moving up in the charts, and I can actually, once I get to this point, I can escape and be free
Right. Yeah.
from this property and actually maybe leave
Uh-huh.
Pokemon entirely and have a life.
Yeah.
To him,
Because nobody,
Yeah.
we figure out a Pokemon that no one ever uses. Like, I'm sure there's Pokemon out there that still someone uses, or there's just
Yeah.
one small child that uses this Pokemon
Yeah.
that
Right.
no one else does it. Everyone hates. And
There's-
this Pokemon
Yeah.
works its way up.
What's the I always see the saying that like every Pokemon is someone's favorite.
Yeah. fair.
But yeah, there's some weird ones.
Mm-hmm. Except for fucking the key one, Klefki.
Klefki.
I don't know who's maining Klefki right now. My last pitch is the one that goes really outside the box.
Mhm.
And we talked a little bit about that, not on here, but Gina and Ben and I briefly touched on this, that if the core is collecting, what if it was a real life sim where you're collecting Pokemon cards? And it's the horrors of deciding between food and collecting and your obsession of collecting this. And there's an event that'll get you a brand new card that will help you level up your collection, but you have to miss a daughter's recital.
So it's a
or
life
something.
sim.
It's like a life sim,
Yeah.
Okay.
but you are obsessed into
you have
like,
a bit of
and
an
your health will
addiction.
go down if you don't collect a certain amount. So there's like a timer,
or like your sanity,
and you have
Yes.
to decide.
You
It's
have
like
to
it's
balance.
just sanity meter or
Okay.
something like that. Of like you're bouncing between your real life responsibilities and collecting
The thing you love.
Pokemon or something similar of that nature.
I'm trying to think of what game that reminds me of. I mean, there's a whole genre that's like that, but I've played something that's similar.
I think you also don't have to go outside and have it be Pokemon cards. Like I think you could do that story with
It could just be
Pokemon
any-
in universe. Well, I just mean like Pokemon in universe. Like someone so obsessed with collecting Pokemon that they like lose their mind in the Pokemon universe trying to catch them all.
That you can't possibly catch them all, or it's the person who missed their legendary with that one shot that they get,
Right.
and now they're like, how
On a
do
mission.
I do this? How do I need this
They
one?
keep discovering
It's
new
their last
Pokemon,
thing.
and I have to come out of
And
retirement.
I have to come out of retirement to get more. Like, stop finding more Pokemon. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. When I
That was just a
child, it
weird-
was only 150.
Yeah, existential route that I thought we could go and take it out into the real world and just focus on the horrors of collecting in general and what it can do to someone's psyche of just, I need that dopamine, I need that hit, I need to find that thing, I need to go to Target and scour and make sure that the new packs are out and and yeah, there's a dark side to some of the things. I looked for a lot of Lorcana cards when they first came out. No one could find them. I found them eventually. I'm okay now.
It's a really good thing you grew out of your collector nature.
Yeah, it is very nice that I do not collect anything anymore.
It's really minimalist here.
So, those are kind of our pitches and things that we want. So I think
like
we need
all
to,
of them.
I know there was a lot of good ones, but we do need to come up with kind of a final pitch.
Ooh, okay.
Which one do we want to kind of focus our energy on and maybe come up with the elevator pitch and kind of be like, this is our one. This is one we're putting all our cards in. What do you think is going to sell? We got to sell it to Ben. Let's say we got to sell this to Ben. What do we think Ben's going to buy and actually make as a game?
Well, Ben, what do you think?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not how it works. You don't just go into the...
Oh, wait.
Well, he heard all the elevator pitches.
No, I know he
already.
did. That's fair.
Are we okay? So we're actually pitching them to Ben.
This is the first episode of this, so I am figuring out the rules as it is. So we could either pitch it to Ben, or we could just have Ben pick whatever the hell he wants based on what he's heard.
I mean, I guess I'll ask questions about like if we're theoretically thinking of like a Pokemon horror game, like realistically, what direction do you want? Like, do we as a group, and you guys especially, want us to go in? Do you want it to be more of like, this is really outside the bounds of what Pokemon is? It's like, this is one that's actually fucked up and for adults and kids shouldn't play it. That is like breaking the lore of Pokemon a little bit, because the lore of Pokemon is kind of that the Pokemon fighting is something that they enjoy and is fine.
Right.
Do we want to go, okay, we're going to fuck up this lore, or do we want an approach where it is more like we are taking the lore as it is and the tone of Pokemon overall as it is, and we are finding a way to do horror within those constraints? Because I think that kind of directs us. Like, I think Gina's falls more into that, where it is like, it is lore accurate. It can still be kind of approachable for kids. It is that exploration horror. Whereas, you know, the like, to Zoran's point, the like fusing Pokemon together kind of hits like a middle ground. And then there's other ones where it is more like really fucked up.
Like
And
the
I-
Right,
hunting
like the
one gets
hunting
really
sim,
good, like
or
hunting
the-
sim and blood, and you're just
Or
skinning
the
things and everything
self-isolation
like that.
sim.
Like, what do we think's gonna sell? Do we want to go hardcore into the R, or do we want to stay within the universe? I think that's the main thing.
I mean, the thing, like, it would have to stay within the universe.
Okay, so we're doing more of a spin-off game, which is
Yeah,
the games that you guys, which is again also what game do we want to play?
I think
Yeah.
that's
Out of
more
these.
interesting as a thought exercise.
Yes.
I think it's way easier
Agreed.
to be like, let's imagine this fucked up thing. I think having the limitation of this needs to be something that would feasibly exist is more fun to try to imagine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they're probably not doing hunting. Then we're not going to kill all our Pokemon.
No.
No. I like the science.
The science,
mad scientist
the
one.
creating one team out of
Because it's still
all of them.
more.
Like Luigi's Mansion tone.
Yes.
We keep it. Yeah, it's not
spooky.
gory,
Mhm.
but it is the mad science, the cutting up, the
'Cause I would
pieces.
sit
You'll
there
have little
for
cute
hours.
stitches,
Yeah.
or
yeah.
like what part is that, and
or
mixing and
zippers.
matching, and what
Or...
it then becomes like a stat builder too of
Yeah.
like this then
Yeah.
adds this and this. Oh, but then this will do this, and like if you mix too many types, they're all weak to this, and it'll be like, oh, this is not effective against anything because it's just a fifth of the power of whatever that is.
Right.
So there's a fun stat building aspect, which is what a lot of folks like, of like min-maxing stats in the game. So
I think you could kind of do like an almost Spy Kids 2 thing with that too, where you're like, you go to an island, and it could be you go to an island where there is a scientist already doing this to Pokemon. As long as it's
Steve Buscemi.
Right.
And now your only way of like surviving is you now need to do it too, because your starter Pokemon are underpowered compared to these like abominations.
Right.
So it's also like you falling further into like the horror, like doing the horrors that you are also trying to survive.
Oh, well, that just got real messed up.
Yeah.
It was a little more lighthearted, and now it just got real dark of like, well, my team
But that's
that I've been with all these years.
But that's conceptual
Let's start
darkness.
cutting
That's what Pokemon does.
Games
Yeah.
is like, you have a starter, go get it stronger by making it fight other stronger Pokemon.
Yeah. Do they do it in a cute way?
Exactly. We would do it in a slightly cute way.
Oh, we do it in a slightly cute way. Okay. That's fair. I was just like, I feel like there has to be like a machine or
I'm
something that
picturing
we
like-
put
No, that'd
them
be like
into
wobble dogs. Like
Okay.
what you do is like the actual kind of like breeding part is like a computer simulation where you're picking traits and like dogs that you want to like pass on to next generations, and it's very like, it's like a wireframe computer simulation kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's all
Yeah.
very cutesy, even though you're basically doing like genetic selection. It's
Yeah.
very weird.
Just mushing them together.
mushing
Like
them
a big container comes down after you put them all in, and then it makes a bunch of fun sound effects.
Yeah.
And then you get to see what you've created.
Yeah.
Like an easy bake Pokemon oven.
And now I'm just imagining plucking arms off though, but in like a cute
No,
way
I
that
think you have to put them all in.
you guys got to put them in, and then it becomes a thing.
You put all of them into the machine
Okay.
hole, and then you see what comes out the other side based on what traits you pick.
Yeah.
Got
Like
it,
a little
okay.
conveyor belt, maybe even.
This is horrifying, and I
It
love it.
is.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely horrifying, and I love it.
Everyone
And I
should-
love that it's also related to. I still like the Gengar relation of just wanting that perfect companion, though.
Yes.
Of just like, that's what Gengar wants. It could be Gengar's Island. That could be the island. It could
Gengar's
be-
Island.
Gengar's Island
Yeah.
is a name that people would purchase, I think, for
Gengar's
sure.
Monster Island.
Gengar's Monster Island.
I'd buy that.
Yeah, see, there you go.
hell
Look,
yeah.
we've already got him. We've
Yeah.
already got him sold on that one.
And Gengar can be voiced by Steve Buscemi for Zorn.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All the other ones go bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. But
Yeah,
that one
he's
is
just talking.
Yes. What up, fellow kids? All right, so we've got Gengar's Island.
Yeah.
And then the other one that's in
Pokemon
universe
Snapped.
is Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
So we've got those two, I think, are our final two
And is that
are
the
within
Banette
there. Was it?
And is that the Banette one?
Yes.
Or is
That's the
that-
Banette one.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Pokemon Snapped with Trubbish
Yes.
trying to
Yes.
steer from the good and things of that nature.
I like that.
It's
But
real
gets
dark, but could
fridged.
still be in the cute style of
Yeah.
it. And the lesson of what trash is and what it is to one person, what it isn't to another, and finding beauty in
Mm-hmm.
the garbage and the dump and all of this,
Yeah.
and something that is itself garbage that was thrown away but alive. And I don't know. It
Yeah.
has very Toy Story elements. It
There's
does,
a
Yes.
for
little
sure.
bit of that in Pokopia.
Yeah.
The further you get into it. Yes. And it's very beautiful.
For Pokemon Snapped, just like, because like obviously like it's a revenge story, sure. In terms of like what is the gameplay you're envisioning? What is the horror elements of what you're playing through?
Yeah.
I imagine it's a lot of putting together clues from your past, revisiting locations to find out where your original trainer / child who used to own
You
this
have
doll,
to.
tracking them down.
Yeah, so it's going to be a
John
clue-based,
Wick
maybe
style.
Detective Pikachu style of finding,
Yeah.
like, where are they? Where are the things in the trash dump that is like, well, I heard that there was a photo album in this area over here.
Is it like a
It's-
noir?
It could be a noir. It could be a lore
Ooh.
mystery kind of
It
style
does start
thing.
with a Trubbish meeting their end, and you got to go become a little gumshoe.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, collecting clues. So it's still collecting.
Yeah,
It's collecting clues.
but
My
a
other
little
thought was
more on the losing it end.
losing it end on things. I
'Cause
also
this is a desperate Pokemon.
thought this Pokemon would start to build its trainer out of garbage that it found or something
Oh.
like that, as a little effigy, or as like, here's what it looks like, and once I complete this, then I can transfer the soul into this maybe, and
Well,
maybe make
that's
my
where
human
we start,
garbage.
is they finally just completed this statue.
The statue of
and
their
they
trainer
have to
that
go
they have to
find-
then find the actual,
They have to find the person and find a Pokemon that can steal their soul and put it into an inanimate object.
which there are plenty of them
There are
that can
plenty.
steal souls. Oh, wow. That's a messed up one. I love the name Pokemon Snapped. That's really good.
Same.
Yep.
So I think our two are going to be Pokemon Snapped and with Gengar's Monster
Gengar's
Island.
Monster Island.
Gengar's Monster Island.
Yes.
So actually, if you want, you can let us know in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever platform you're on. Let us know what you think. And we can also tag us in social media at deadmeat.games on TikTok and Instagram, and then Dead Meat Games on Blue Sky. So let us know which one you would actually want to play of those two games. But I like both of them. I would be very
I'd
happy
play both.
to play both of those games. So that's going to bring us towards the end of our episode here. And so
Yeah.
we like to end with a couple things. One, we're just curious. This is the thing that I've wanted to... Gina and I ask us this question when we play games and things. It's such a dumb question.
Yeah.
But based on what we're talking about
Should
right
we say it
now,
at the same time.
it's going to be weird. We say,
Who
should kiss?
What?
So
should
within
kiss?
this, we like to fan relationship some characters. So I guess for this, what
Just who had the most
Pokemon
chemistry?
should kiss? What Pokemon have chemistry that you think
Oh,
should kiss?
I thought you were asking which one would I kiss, and I was like,
That's also an
That's an
option.
option.
Well,
If
it's
you wanna kiss
obviously
one.
It's just who you think
uh,
has chemistry. The buff guy?
yeah,
Yeah.
the buff guy.
The buff
one
guy?
with the six pack and human body?
Yeah, the one that actually kind of looks like a person.
Yeah.
Machoke.
Machoke.
It's Machoke.
It's
Machoke is the more buff one.
Machop is James's favorite.
Oh, that
Aw.
tracks.
Gina,
but-
who would you have kiss?
Well,
Or no, I guess who's there?
Oh,
Just,
but who
yeah.
should kiss?
who is
we're just
who's
basically
Machoke-
creating fan relationships
Who's
right now.
Machoke got a crush on?
Zoran, I need you to learn the word
Oh.
ship.
Well,
Ship, sorry.
I'm just thinking of like one of the cute things about Pokopia is you'll see Pokemon like make friends with each other and like run around and do stuff. And something I have been finding really cute is I always see Diglett and Igglybuff running around together, and I feel like they're really sweet. So maybe them.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
they're always
nice.
like getting up to trouble together, and it's just super cute. But also it's funny because Diglett defies laws of physics and everything because he goes places where you're like, where's the rest of Diglett?
Where is the rest of Diglett?
How far down does he go?
That's
Yeah.
true. How far down does Diglett go? All right.
Okay, so I believe one of Gengar's powers is the like poison tongue lick.
Oh yeah,
right?
like
Or
licks
yeah,
you.
like Haunter. All of yeah,
Haunter,
they
all
have
have
the
that
lick.
tongue.
Yeah. Mhm.
So any of the ones that have the big Haunter, yummy, weird poison tongue, I want to see the tongue battle between that
Are you picking?
and Lickitung.
God damn it, you
Yeah.
picked Lickitung, which is what I was gonna pick. Of
Yes.
just like if you're gonna have anyone kiss, it should be Lickitung.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a good pairing on there. I guess I'm gonna say Lickitung and Squirtle are gonna
Yeah.
kiss because they seem like they have something in common. It's like a pink turtle and I like turtles kissing. Apparently, that's what I want to see. I want to see
like
turtles.
turtles.
I was like turtle. It's
Are
very
you
cute.
doing a Master of Disguise?
I am doing a
Yeah.
Master of Disguise. That's why, Gina, you're on this show
Yes.
because you get my stupid, obscure references.
Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
I've seen that movie a lot.
Turtle.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's who should kiss. And last thing will be, what you playing? So what game are you playing right now? What's one that you want to talk about? Just briefly, it could be horror, it could be anything.
I mean, I'm just playing Pokopia right now.
Great.
Yeah, I'm
Fantastic.
playing Pokopia.
Yeah.
I imagine I'm going to be playing Pokopia for a long time.
Yep.
So
I
you're
haven't
both
even
of the
come-
Pokopia.
Yeah, I haven't even come close to decorating in any meaningful way. I'm just trying to speed run. But I look
That's
forward
what-
to getting...
I started playing it and I'm
more
like,
creative.
where's this going? Where are we going to go with this? Is it just it's just a relaxing sim kind of thing?
Yeah,
just
it's
like Animal
It's
Crossing.
like Minecraft, Animal
Yeah.
Crossing, and
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah, like I said, as long as I can get past the X watering thing, that's great. Because I'm trying to water everything with that, and
Don't.
it's like
don't.
watering with a
Yeah.
D-pad. It's not working.
do that.
It's
No.
not working.
Don't do that.
And then I am currently playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and I got to say, I that is a puzzle game. That's got great puzzles in it.
Ooh, okay.
I was not on board for the first person aspect of it, but it is like little mini open world things, and Troy Baker does a fantastic job as Harrison Ford. The story is great, and the puzzles are really, really good. There's ones that I actually was like going back and looking at notes in game to figure out the things of this, whereas usually it's like push the block over here, pull the thing over here, do that. But there's some really fun puzzles, and you get to take pictures of cats too, which is also really fun.
Oh wait, that sounds really
There's
fun.
cats hidden everywhere, so I highly recommend Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Okay.
Check that one out.
Love puzzle
as well.
games.
And I highly recommend buying it secondhand because Bethesda's owned by Microsoft and Xbox is on the BDS list.
All right, and to finally finish off our episode here, I want everyone to know, actually, everyone knows that I don't like keys. If you watched any of my kill counts or anything like that, Resident Evil's full of them, and they just stop you from getting where you need to go. And so I'm trying to work through my key TSD by getting rid of keys. And so for our guest, Chelsea, thank you for being here. I know you're supposed to pass the baton to us.
Oh, I get a key.
But you get a key, and the main thing is you take it the hell out of my house.
Okay.
I just don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah.
So anyone that comes on the show gets a key.
I keep it in my inventory and get pissed off by it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here,
Thank
Chelsea.
you.
Thank you for starting the Dead Meat podcast
Yeah.
and for allowing us to be the sister podcast.
Yes, this was so
to that.
fun.
No. And
Oh.
ditto. That's all I can say.
Dude,
is ditto.
I wish I could just go home and play Pokopia. I got so much stuff to do. All I want to do is play Pokemon.
And that's all we all want to do.
Yeah, in a perfect world.
All right. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.